Toblerone, 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 Shinobi, Toblerone. First of all, I would like to say that I am very, very excited for the Toblerone Shinobi Christmas special. I am so excited, I have to run down the stairs. Better lock the stairs down. Safety first. Hello, Minneapolis. Welcome to my Christmas special. You might have noticed that a few things around here are different. That tonight I am conducting a forum. A forum for the lonely. I asked R.T. Rybak through my channels. I requested that he come here and he discuss with Toblerone Shinobi the issue of loneliness in our city. The mayor did not want to face the spiritual mayor of Minneapolis. Where are you, Rybak? I also thought about inviting Peter McLaughlin, Peter McLaughlin, and Farheen Hakim to be here, but I did not because the election is over. They are just would-be mayors that I once dreamt of, though we sit here today with the worst of the three-card Monty, not Farheen, not Peter McLaughlin, but RT does not want to talk about loneliness in the city. Rybak. I bring this up to you. I was going to do this show on Christmas Day. This is the day after Christmas. My original intent was to do it on the eve of the day after Christmas. I thought I'd come here, you know, because I'm alone on Christmas. Alone working on new plans to enlist the mini. Lonely, but your spirituality, Minneapolis, keeps me company. I thought, what better to discuss loneliness than on Christmas Day? But then I realized I wasn't so lonely by myself, thanks to the many out there. I realized that, in fact, I have many people living inside of me at any given instant. They were my company on Christmas. I hosted all day naked. I was the man behind the curtain. But there was no curtain. And I was actually men and some women all inside. I do not look one way at any given thing. There is not just simply one side to my 20-sided dice. It's in the name that there are 20 sides. Even a more common 6-sided die is something we've all played with. Just because we are 6, are we not also 1? Isn't 1 the base on which 6 stands? There is not just one side to an issue. There's not just one opinion. Many buttholes in this city, I am sorry for the vulgarity. I was raised in a working class home, Northeast. I knew many welders. I know what it is to be in welders' company. I realize, though, that many people in office, that their poop, their butthole exhaust waste reeks, just like mine does. Oh, I'm just joking. Mine smells like Lysol. I guess I should drink some more water. I'm not doing that, Archie. Not with all the particulate in the water, not with all the mercury. As I was saying, even these buttholes, which I used to think everybody had a butthole, every butthole had an inside and the part I can see, the outside, the superficial. I used to think that was it, but there are many more sides, many points of view. It does not have to be this black table. No. It could be a white table. I was so pleased I have a camera phone on Christmas. I use it mostly as a camera. Because it had taken many photos by accident in my pocket. Usually, this makes me feel sad because I think there are photos of my friends in there, but really it's just the lining of my pocket, and even that is pretty much impossible to discern because there is no light in there for the picture to expose, and also the focal length I really doubt. Well, I know from experience, well, I've not lit the inside of my pocket, people. I'm not trying to divide us. You do not have to nitpick every aspect, though I can feel your questioning minds. I simply want to say there is not a macro lens on my camera phone. But strangely enough, if you were questioning this, I'm glad you are so astute that you pay so much attention. Toblerone Shinobi, I was under the impression that you spent Christmas Day nude with all of the personalities that reside inside of your very being, the entire population of Minneapolis screaming at me at once. And that's what made this Christmas miracle happen, is it was taking pictures in my pants. Or should I say, from my pants. They were taking pictures of me as I channeled each and every one of you. My phone is full of my naked image and your spirit, Minneapolis. And what's really incredible about this Christmas miracle is that I shared it with all of you. And now, along with the photo of me, your telephone number, it comes up with that photo from that moment when your spirit made the photo, the camera take a picture of me. The Christmas miracle really would be if I didn't get so sympathetic. Just one miracle, Minneapolis. I am your spiritual mayor. I would be remiss if I did not ask you for more. I do not even really care for Christmas. The main reason I even support Christmas, that I participate by myself without presents, nude, alone. Where is Rybak to talk about that, Mr. Mayor? My rebuttal, you are not here, Rybak. And then technically, I am correct. I just happen to like to appreciate holidays where the common sentiment of them begins with the word Merry. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. I would love to take part in these holidays, but I would appreciate it if the sloganeer and packaging, the trappings of these commercial endeavors, would be preceded by a Merry. We will take Boat City out into international waters. Minneapolis, Boat City, whichever, really, we will figure out a pretty good name. We got a lot of bright people in the city that can incorporate something nautical into the word Minneapolis. I guess I don't need these to be here, Mayor, since you're absent. I don't need to dress this place up for the man who wasn't there. Yesterday, upon the stair, Mayor Rybak, I saw a mayor who was not there. He was not there again today. I wish to heck Mayor Rybak would go away. I would like to work with a mayor who works in concert with the spiritual mayor. When we are all on Boat City, I will appease the PC among you and allow us, we will drag Rybak to the boat, because naturally he wouldn't have a ticket. He wouldn't support anything like that. A Boat City. Call his office, ask him. I didn't. And then you would realize that you really do not want Rybak on the boat. I don't mean to force my opinions on you now. And then we will teach him a little something about solitude. If you really want him on the boat, but you just can't stand him, we'll put him in the isolation chamber so he can learn what Christmas loneliness is all about. It's about changing your routine, Rybak, you social animal. How you doing? Pretty good, Rybak. You want to grapple? I understand you're a very good conversationalist, but you won't be using those skills in the isolation chamber on the boat city. Merry isolation chamber, something we're going to celebrate. It has Mary at the beginning, just like Christmas, something we can get behind. I mean, Christmas gets behind Mary. Mary comes first. Well, hence, other holidays simply not that popular. Put a Mary in the front. Watch the name of your holiday follow. And the isolation chamber will be spelled with a lowercase I. It will be both postmodern and deconstructionist and mess with Rybak's head so thoroughly all at once that we will have him writing thesis papers continually about Boat City and the isolation chamber and what it has done to his Christmases and what it has done to his Merry Isolation Chamber Day. The day where we continue not to acknowledge him. He will be a pescatarian. I understand that this type of vegetarian only eats fish. That will be a matter of convenience because we're in Boat City. And he will be a carnivore when we are on land. That is unless you change your ways, Rybak. That is unless you choose to spiritually debate Toblerone Shinobi. Are you ready to change, Rybak? Are you? I'll change right now. Think I care? Think I fear change? I don't even need these chairs up here. To me, they're just up here. Every day, you gotta take your shoes off. You gotta put your shoes on. Unless they are attached to you indefinitely, or you just want a change of pace. But sometimes it's good to change your social ways and get down to business. Spend a little time by yourself. Remember what governance really, takes is a little bit of thought, Rybak. That's why I'm choosing to change. I'm choosing to change right now. Of course, this is metaphorical change, but I'd like to remind you that I changed my mind on Christmas Day. I said to myself, this is the eve of the day after Christmas. I will do that tomorrow. Give my speech then. See how easy that was for me, Rybak? Yes, that is my natural hair color. Store it. How hard is it for you to change Rybak? I'll leave that man alone for a second and return to something I really wanted to talk about. We can drop that. The election is over. I'm just disappointed that he is not willing to debate with Toblerone Shinobi. If you'd like to learn more, check out Toblerone And if you want to learn, well, you got to .com, I suppose. The first one you can search. You can search for it in St. Paul. Here is the problem, people. The internet is a tricky business. There are a lot of people on it. There's a lot of disinformation. I don't know where things come from anymore. I just know people are emailing me constantly saying, Toblerone Shinobi, when can we hang out? And I have to answer never. I have to answer honestly. Even now, in spite of how I changed my mind, I have doubt. I wonder, was it a good idea to do it the day after Christmas, to speak to you now? Normally, I do not have speeches at this hour. The time is late. The normal time is early. I have been caffeinated. I have seen things today. I have not exited from my dreams and come directly to you. I'm sullied by the world. And in turn, I sully that world. I did not get to do my Tai Chi or my somersaults. In the olden days, I would have had a microphone in that plant, because originally you talked to trees if you wanted to be heard. Well, the movies took something from history and put a microphone in the plant. Well done, movies. Well, now I carry my mic with me. That's what you're going to get, Rybak, in Boat City on Merry Isolation Chamber Day. When you're locked in your room, on that day, the one thing you're going to get is a tree. And you can talk to that tree. But don't carve your initials into it, because that is inconsiderate. Thank you, Minneapolis, for your time. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Day. I sincerely do not mean Merry Christmas. We got a year to go, and I got my New Year pants on. I'm ready to change, Rybak. Are you? I will get my shoes later. Thank you. Toblerone.com.